guys, it's Tab from Shine Bright Design, and today I am doing a video on my updated watercolor supplies. So today, let's start. So if you watched my video in the beginning, you would have seen a video called My Watercolor Palettes. I'll put it in the description box below if you haven't seen it. So let's start off where we began. This is the Winsor Newton pocket set, and this is a 12 half-pan palette. It's small, it's really travel friendly, and it comes with a pocket-sized brush that looks similar to a lip brush. I love this palette because it was a great introduction to watercolor, and it came with 3 wells. It also had all the primary colors that I really need to start off with, and helped me get a grasp of watercolor and the understanding of colors as well. So this was great for me and where I started. Once I finished off with that palette, I went on with the Winsor Newton 45 half-pan palette. It has 2 wells, one at the top and one at the bottom, right here. The bottom one detaches, like this. It also has a little well here for any brushes as well. So this is a 45 half-pan palette, and this has been changed since the original, how it came. When it came to me in my hands, it had 2 whites and 2 blacks. But since then, I have customized the palette with certain colors. A couple colors being turquoise and aqua, and teal, and one being magenta. As you can see, it is a wide, big palette with 45 colors, and it's one of those palettes that are great for those who are starting out or getting serious and developing their technique. It gives you a wide range of colors, which gives you the best of both worlds as well. I love this palette because it's small, it's not too heavy, and it provides me with a big color range. The great thing about this is that it's not that big, and it can go in your backpack or your purse if you were to travel. But I always recommend, if you're traveling and doing watercolor sketches, it's always best to go with a really small palette, such as a 12-pan palette. Now, I'm a big collector of watercolors and any art supplies, and I also got another palette set, and this is the Mijello Mission Gold watercolor pan set. This is a 24-pan set, and what I love about this is that the packaging is very sturdy, and I love the color of the rose gold. These half pans are really beautiful and really vibrant. What I do find interesting from the Mijello Pure Pigment palettes, or any Mijello palette, is that they have a very glossy, clear resin type of palette set, and basically we would notice with all their palettes that when you use water on any of these surfaces, it pulls up together. A lot of people don't like it, but I really don't mind it. And the great thing about these half pans is that they're a bit bigger than the Winsor Newton ones, so you get a bit more. You can always buy refills as well from Mijello. They do sell these individual half pans on its own as well. I find the Mijello paints are so vibrant and so beautiful, very high quality, and not as expensive as other artist quality watercolor paints. I also love the packaging. You will notice if you ever buy any Mijello's products, is that their packaging and products have such high quality craftsmanship, and you will notice from touch, from the first moment you get your hands on them, that it is designed and it is created with care and thought. Now, from the Mijello Mission Gold set, I went on to the Pure Pigment set. This is artist quality paints, and basically I got this Pure Pigment set, and it came with all the pans and tubes, and it just required me to lay the tubes out. The packaging in this product is beautiful. I love the high quality and the great pigment that these paints create. As you can see, I still have a lot of paint left, and I've only laid out my palette once. So if you're looking for quality and price, this palette is a very good place to start. For more information, I will put my original Mission Gold Pure Pigment palette video in the description box below. If not, just comment below and I'll share you the link. So, if you guys want to see how I laid out this palette, or more about the actual palette, you can see in the description box below, or ask me in the comment sections about this palette, and I'll show you the video or link you up. Beautiful. It's an artwork in itself. So the way that the Pure Pigment Set is designed is that you squeeze out each pure pigment next to each other. You don't mix it, and you let it dry, and then you reactivate it with water, and then you mix the two colors together to get that pigment color. What I love about this palette is that it's an artwork in itself. As you can see, it is just so beautiful, so bright, and so durable. It is definitely high quality with its holographic logo on the front and its strong, durable palette. Now, let's move on. I have with me some watercolor metallic paints. These, to me, sit in the watercolor range because I need water to activate it. They're basically metallic, and I find that these are so pigmented, and they're made of mica. Mica is, I guess, the pure pigment, or the pure fine dust that you get in paints. This brand is quite new, and a lot of people use it for calligraphy rather than actual watercolor painting. But I find that these paints are great for any highlighting or any highlight features in your watercolor paints. I love using metallics in my piece because at first glance you don't notice it's metallic till you look at a certain angle. And then I'd like to talk about my watercolor brushes. I don't have amazing watercolor brushes, and I wish I did, but watercolor brushes, they're expensive. So I just go for basic ones that you can get at any dollar shop or any art store. I've had a few from Royal and Langnickel, and I have some from Faber Castell as well. Montmartre is also another brand I use, and they're really affordable too. I also have the Pentel Aqua brush and a couple other aqua brush like the Sakura ones. Aqua brushes are great, but the thing about them is that they squeeze out water rather than sucking it in. And the idea or notion behind watercolor brushes is that they're succulent. They suck up water, or they disperse water. The aqua brushes do the reverse, and they push water out rather than sucking it back in. So if I'm on the go or I'm trying to do something really quickly, I do like aqua brushes. But if I'm trying to create work where I may need to pick up some water or pigment, I prefer brushes. Now, a few other accessories that I love with watercolor is painter's tape and masking fluid. If you guys have seen any of my watercolor tutorials, you would have seen me use masking tape to mask up my page and stretch it, and 2, masking fluid. Masking fluid is great because it protects certain features of the color of your page or artwork. For example, if you want to keep a certain area white or unpainted, masking fluid is your best friend. This masking fluid in particular is one that I like a lot because this one is a fine liner, and a fine liner is basically, as you can see here, it has a tiny metal tip and it lets you control where it goes. Whereas if you went anywhere else and got a bottle of masking fluid, you would have to dip in a brush, and doing so you would be damaging the brush. Using a fine liner helps me get into tiny spots as well and gives me more control. And to finish off this video, this is my Faber Castell watercolor pencil set. This is the 120 range in the wooden box set. I have a couple of extra pencils in the back, and I find these pencils are great for putting detail on top of watercolor paint. So guys, this is my watercolor supplies updated so far, and I guess my watercolor or art supplies will only grow from now into the future. So I hope you guys enjoy the products that I showed you today. If you have any questions, please comment below, or if there's something that you want or you have that you think that I would enjoy, tell me about it, because I love hearing about art supplies. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!